Okay, hello there. Yes, we're very, very fortunate to have with us today Patrick Foster. Patrick is someone who comes to different schools and shares his experience and experiences of having been addicted to gambling. The talks that he has given this morning at the Châtenay and at the Grand Boissier were based on the addiction aspect, but not only with regard to gambling, also with regard to social media, gaming, etc. So, Patrick, welcome and thank you very much for doing the interview for us.
Thanks for having me.
It's a real pleasure to have you here with us. So the first question I wanted to ask you really was, sharing these experiences is in fact very, very hard. You're sharing a lot of very personal information about yourself. Did you feel that one of the reasons, maybe for starting this was that you wanted to maybe get this out of your system, as it were, or do you feel mainly that it's something that can help students of a certain age cope with the social media issues of today? No, absolutely. That's part of the speaker series. This morning you've spoken to around about over 200 students, in fact, in a short space of time. Could you, it's quite difficult, but could you, do you think, give 2 or 3 key points that you would like the students to have taken away from this morning's talks? It's interesting you say that because one of the big takeaways I took from having had the fortune to have sat in both the talks was this lack of communication you had with your parents and and your girlfriend and all members of your close circle, family, friends, etc. How much do you feel that was one of the main factors that really dragged you down and all of this, the fact that you were unable to communicate for one reason or another with the people most the closest to you. Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, do you mind if I ask, it's quite a personal question, the relationship you have just now with your parents, for example, having, you know, with stealing money, lying, all the other stuff. I mean, it must have been difficult at the beginning to get back on track with them in certain ways with regard to trust. I mean, how do you cope with that as a family, you know, especially with regard to them? Okay, finally, Patrick, if you had to give a message to the students, not only Le Châtenay and the International School of Geneva, and the parents for that matter, what, after all the experiences you've been through with the addiction, what one piece of advice maybe would stand out to give to, you know, young people, maybe who are perhaps feeling a bit vulnerable with some kind of addiction, whether it be gambling or gaming or whatever it may be? What advice would you give them? listen, I want to say thank you very much for your time. Thanks for doing the interview and the talks, which were very inspirational. But more than anything else, thank you very much for your honesty.